Hey y'all, this is Sessions with Coach C with Coach C. Um, I am glad that I made it live. I had a lot of things that I wanted to present this evening, but um, I was unable to get all the research done and get someone to kind of talk to me about it. So I decided to leave that for maybe Sunday. So yeah, so as you know, I'm Coach C. I'm a licensed therapist, mentor, and educator. Um, I do have a mentorship program, a virtual mentorship program called Grow Girl Glow. And what I do is I mentor and educate girls ages 10 to 17 on mental health, positive lifestyle choices, and other things amongst that. You can go to my website, Grow Girl Glow, to get more information, growgirlglow.org. Um, and you can just kind of DM me if you need to. Um, and you also can send me a text, easy 3G, text at 254-253-5366. Okay. So since I was unable to talk about what I really want to talk about, I kind of want to discuss mentorship, right? So I have a lot of parents that um, they have the thought process of, well, maybe my child don't need a mentor, or I raised my child just fine, so she don't need any program or anything like that. So then I asked that client, that mom, so I want you to give me an honest answer. Is that about you or is that about your daughter? When you actually say, I think my daughter's good, is that about you or is that about your daughter? In my program, we talk about so many different topics, um, conflict resolution, which include bullying. Also, we discuss problem solving, basic problem solving, and a few other things we talk about. But I definitely want you all, parents and alike, whoever, get a chance to see this live on YouTube. I know it's late, so it will be a replay. You can go on YouTube and watch this. And just go to my website, www.growgirlglow.org, okay, to get more information, or you can DM me. So let's get to the information that I decided to kind of go over. So I decided to present to people that do watch my live, or it's more of informative, right? Give out information. I do have to give out a disclaimer. I know a lot of people ask me, why do you got to say that? It's not obvious. So I'm going to say, although I'm a therapist, I am no one therapist that see or that watch this. Do not consider me as your therapist. Also, if you find that you, your child, or anybody around you need mental health, please contact a local provider. If you have any questions in regards to my videos, I'm here, but I definitely want to ensure that whoever sees this, if they feel like they need mental health, you need to seek a provider near you, close to you. Go to the nearest ER, 911, call 911, and go from there. Okay. So today I want to talk about Tiara Thomas. Tiara Thomas is a 13-year-old. Let me share my screen so you can get a little bit of information. I like to kind of give you a little bit of media to plug you in so you know the background. So, what I'm going to do is let you listen to a little bit of the mom on Dr. Phil, and then we'll go from there. Okay. A lot of people feel like they're doing just fine with their child. And here's an example of a mom that did everything right, right? She felt like her daughter can talk to her. She did everything right. So I just want you to watch a list, maybe like 2 minutes of it, and then we'll go from there. This is Tiara Thomas. Oh, okay.
Like giggling. She said she asked someone, what are they laughing at? And they showed her a picture of herself, like her whole form, like from a distance. Someone snapped her picture from a distance, posted it on the spam page, and all of the comments were all the kids just saying what she looks like. She was embarrassed of her teeth. I just got her braces. She wanted the braces off because she was like, they talked about my teeth. Now that I have the braces, they're talking about what the teeth look like with the braces on. So she would never open her mouth. She will always keep it closed and not want to talk. And she started failing in school because she didn't want to show her teeth.
And they just created this page where people would just go on and just say ugly things,
Yeah.
and for no reason. It wasn't that she had conflict with these people. They just, for no reason, there wasn't any conflict, no arguments, no antagonism. They would just decide to start saying things about her.
Once they noticed that she was uncomfortable with them saying something, when they saw how much, I think someone joked at her one day and she took it so personal, they knew that that was their ammunition. Because I asked her, I said, Tiara, what is going on? I mean, why are you the target? What's going on? Why doesn't anyone want to be your friend? I know that's a kind of, you probably can't answer that, but is, are you doing anything to make them want to target you? She was like, Mommy, no, I honestly just read my books. She read books for recess. So she would be the girl sitting on the side reading her book. And it started from there. They started posting pictures from there. They saw how uncomfortable she was with being, it's like they were targeting the exact thing she was insecure about. And it was bothering her to an extreme. We all have insecurities, but when people start to point them out, you can't handle it.
And a lot of this you found out after the fact.
Yes.
This isn't something you knew along the way.
She didn't like conflict. The first few incidents that she told me about, I went to the school to address these incidents. I wanted to speak with school officials. I even wanted to speak with parents. Is there something us as parents can speak about so that we can not make them be friends, but at least make them be able to be in the same environments and not have these issues?
You approached one mother to talk about it, right?
I did.
How'd that go?
Not well. The mom did not want to hear it. I don't even know what information she could have had prior to me speaking with her, but she did not want to talk to me.
It seemed like this group was just on a mission to break Muffin. You think this was,
They were.
they were targeting, they were relentless, they were just on a mission?
They were because I was reporting them to the school. It got very vicious when I started reporting it to the school officials, letting them know something needs to be done about these little girls. Now, what the school did on their end, I'm not sure. Nothing changed even when this was happening. So I was taking it upon myself to address parents and speak to them because that's where it starts. What's going on to where our educators now have to be security guards and actually protect my daughter at school instead of teaching her? So how about I go to the source and speak to the parent? I want to talk to the mom or the dad or the guardian of the person that's raising this child. Because honestly, in my world, that's where it starts.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.
Okay. So, and that she was just kind of talking about it, but um one day she came home. One day she came home, right, after dropping her other kids off. Um she went in the house and she saw that her 13-year-old daughter, had shot herself in the head. Um, Sometimes, as parents, we kind of think that our kids are okay, right? Just they are okay. But what we forget about is that this generation is so much different than when we grew up, right? My son is grown, he's in the military, but I want to say when um, when we grew up, it was a little different. It wasn't bullying 24/7 out the day. A lot of kids use social media, so a lot of times, um, some of the things that you're trying to present your or prevent your child from doing tend to be exactly what your child is learning, right? And it is um, it can be hard trying to guard your child from that thought process and so much more, but um, it's hard, right? It is so hard. So I kind of want to um, pull up a little bit about my mentorship program, um, so that um, you can kind of have an idea of what I actually go over, what I mentor and what I educate um, with my girls ages 10 to 17. So, as I said, I decided to um, do this virtual mentorship program. It started off at my church, and then as things have progressed, especially with things closing down, I decided, hey, this might be a little bit better. So if you can see, you can see my Grow Girl Glow mentorship program. And these are some of the things that I discuss and we go over. If you have any questions about the actual classes, you can go to my website, growgirlglow.org, and you can get more information like that. Or, like I said, you can text EZ3G to 254-253-5366. Okay. So I'm going to pull up a few pictures of Tierra Thomas, which the mom called her Muffin. Muffin committed suicide last year. And this is Muffin. Um, a hard situation, right? She talks about how her daughter, she had like a bench, right, for her daughter to um, approach her, or they had weekly meetings, right? She met with her daughter in regards to that. However, right, she had a hard time really trying to get through with her daughter through her daughter. And so sometimes girls, it's hard to get them to open up to mom, right? Um, it's just hard. And I would like to say that most kids um talk to their parents. But I can't say that for sure, right? I see more kids, girls ages 10 to 17, that don't talk to their parents, mom, dad. You'd be surprised because some of the kids actually talk to their friends' mom and, other friends. And it's just a lot, especially on social media. People don't understand that kids or young girls, preteens, teens, 10 to 17, they can meet anybody online. I mean, it's just, you can put all the precautions in place. However, when you're on social media, you are on the World Wide Web, www. So I definitely want you to consider that. So if you find that your daughter really is not engaging, or being really secretive. I want you to kind of think about it, have that conversation with her. Um, it's all online. And we meet 3 times a week. So definitely, it's something that you might want to check out. Okay. Um, that is pretty much what I had. I don't want to go too long, but so I had a few questions I got from my friends that will probably be likely questions that potential mothers or guardians would have. And one would be, um, how do you know if your child is struggling? Well, um, a lot of times you don't. Teenagers are really good, and not just teenagers, kids are really good with keeping things to themselves. Um, so it's definitely, um, it is a struggle, breaking that barrier. But if you are going to have that conversation with your daughter, preteen, teen, um, young girl, I would say when you ask questions, um, put it in a tone where it's not confrontational, right? And think of ways, think of creative ways to have that conversation, right? Don't be accusatory. We don't want to do that because kids definitely shut down. Um, I think I said it in my last video that um, Black female teen suicide is up 59%. It is not good at all. Um, I'm about to pull up some information so you can see. Um, and hopefully, when you see this video, you watch this video, you kind of get it open your eyes to things that you may not really engage in conversations. Um, see, I don't know. I had it earlier. I'm trying to figure out what I did with it. So I was going to talk about the Shanquilla Robinson situation. I was getting a lot of information with my research, and I just had so much information, and I didn't want to get on here and not really be able to um, really talk about the gravity of that situation. Um, One thing that's going on, alleged that the person Shanquilla Robinson was fighting was a transgender woman. And in the video, the other guy said, "Why is you not fighting back?" And she said, "Because I don't want to." Mind you, she was naked. Um, we don't know the story, but that's a lot to process. And Shanquilla was 25, I think. Can you imagine a teen or either um 10-year-old? So a young girl is clueless, right? A child is clueless about the world. So if a woman 25 years old is clueless or don't think that something will go wrong with engaging with these people, that's a scary thought, right? It's a scary thought. It's definitely something that I don't care, moms, dads, guardians, cousins. that's something that needs to be discussed, right? Normalize taking your child to therapy, normalize having a mentor. One reason why I decided to go by Coach C is because I didn't want therapy to be um, so grand for that thought, right? I hate to say this, but a lot of um, Black moms, my culture moms, really don't believe in um, therapy. And I mean, I know some of these people that don't believe in it. If nothing else, it gives your daughter, your child, your teen a safe place to have a conversation. What happens is moms or guardians or grandmas, whoever have this young girl, they wait till things starts to happen, right? They wait, um, running away, sneaking out, fighting back parents. I mean, it's hard to really um, have that girl open up, right? And I'm a therapist, right? I've been doing this, so I know um, the strategic ways to get a young girl to open up. It's already hard, regardless. Um, but if they've dealt with trauma and other things, it's even harder. So um, the benefit of having this conversation, even with if you decide your child don't need a resource outside of you in school, definitely have that conversation. Have her voice some of her thoughts in a letter, and you respond in a letter. That may help. But definitely, if you have any questions in regards to how to approach things, definitely message me and I will get back to you. So I will be back on Sunday. Some people was asking me to come back on Friday because I was really digging deep with this Shanquilla Robinson situation because it is it is really deeply concerning that they left that girl there. And to know that she knew one of these people 5 years, you know? So yeah, let's talk about it. So I'll be back on. I definitely will keep y'all posted. Thank you for joining me, Sessions with Coach C. And I will talk or engage with my YouTube or live later. Bye.